Okay. It is Nori here. Today we're going to talk about compassion. And this is like a super weird video. Tonight we're going to talk about compassion. Nah. Um, when you're relating to people, the importance of being present, really having nothing in your mind, and empathy. Like, when you have empathy and you're talking to people, like, not like acting like you have empathy or doing the technical steps of empathy, but actually cultivating inner empathy, vibing becomes very, very fucking easy. It really becomes pretty much an afterthought. So, you know, a lot of empathy is tied in with your family, believe it or not, or your friends. Whatever, I've noticed personally that whenever you're involved with a community of people or an environment, your relationship and how you view yourself in that kind of hierarchy and how involved and engaged you are will engage your empathy muscles. Of course, if you're like a psychopath or whatever, it's consideration. It's an emotional mechanism for consideration. Helps surviving. Of course, if you're a psychopath, which some people are, it's very hard for them to get empathy. Do the technical steps for empathy. You can fake it really well, but I would highly advise, if you can develop actual empathy, to do it. Next, being present, having nothing in your mind. Super key. Okay, this is a paradox. You want to have intent, you know, as some of my early wingmen used to say, put your dick on the table. You know, that dick is an option on the table, and you want to be, it's one of the best options. It's at least how you want to play it, even if your dick is sorry. Uh, but also, you want to, that's your intent. You also want to push, well, you actually don't want to put, this is you pulling, being present and having nothing in your mind. Okay? So it's paradoxical. When you put your dick on the table, it's with an ulterior motive. When you are present and have nothing in your mind, here's the key. You can still have intent. You can still have the intent to have sex ultimately, or form some kind of intimacy. The difference is you're not obsessing over it. And when you stop obsessing over it and kind of like compulsively thinking about it, it becomes 1,000 times less creepy and a lot more likely to go through fine. Because most of the time, what are you doing when you're out thinking about shit? Like, you're thinking, as she's talking, like, okay, what's the next move? What do I do next? Or you're thinking, like, fucking, like, okay, where do I go next? Oh, she's still into me? I don't know. And it's, talking to people is a real-time event. Like, talking to girls especially, like a Rizz session, if you want to call it that, I guess. Is that what they call it nowadays? It's a real-time thing. Like, it's, don't stress over how how fast things are going. Really, the key, it's not that it's a speed thing. I mean, it is, but you don't want to think about it that way. It's a fluidity thing, okay? It's about how fluid you are going through it. That really, I think, makes, from what I've seen, the difference here is, like, be fluid about it. Just, you know, don't, you can even add, like, weird breaks and pauses. That's cool, as long as it's, like, intentional and not with, like, an ulterior motive, though. Like, you don't want it with, like, an ulterior motive, like, okay, time to do my move. So anyways, by the way, oh, is that, wow, what is that? Like, you don't want to, it's weird. Like, just do it naturally, you know, as natural as possible. And, the thing about being natural is that a lot of these natural things develop from you just solving shit in your life. Um, And it's not so much that you have to change your life circumstances. You just kind of have to figure the context around your life and emotionally change your emotions on them. Like, grow emotionally will help in the long run. It really should be the long-term thing. You can do pickup from a lot of emotional places and get success really from all of those places. And the cool thing about approaching girls and rizzing them up from a consistent, healthy place where you're not like destroying people and getting into weird toxic relationships is it will kind of provide you the context that you need to heal yourself. In a way, it's a sort of self-therapy. You know, you'll put in time to learning pickup, and it's the things that you don't really care about developing that will actually end up helping you tremendously in your life. So there's a cricket right next to my fucking phone. I cannot make this shit up. I need to get a microphone. Um, but anyways, nonetheless, keep going out. That's always the bottom line here, and stay present. Just talk to them how you would talk to anybody. The key thing here that's like really gonna spark attraction is probably your body language. A little bit of touch. Like, you could do more than usual sometimes, but you probably shouldn't be thinking about it. It'll just probably happen. But that's another video. And especially your eye contact. Eye contact. Those are the things sparking the attraction. Your mouth, your words,